Okay, so you know how you sent us that guide, the ultimate guide to modern German dining chairs?
Yeah.
We thought it would be great to like really unpack it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be super helpful for anyone, if you're setting up your online store, whether it's on Amazon, OTTO, wherever, or maybe you're, actually going to Germany to like source some furniture.
Right.
Or if you're just into furniture design.
For sure.
So we're going to give you all the key takeaways.
Absolute.
Nice and quickly.
This isn't just like some dry research paper, though.
Right.
This is written by someone who's been in the furniture world for like 20 years,
Wow.
working with furniture retailers, wholesalers, you name it, across Germany, the Netherlands, the UK.
Yeah.
And what really hit me reading that intro was the author's point that the right chair, it's not just about how it looks, right? It's got to connect.
Yeah, totally.
Connect with something deeper.
It's like it's giving you a whole lifestyle. It's
Oh,
like
God.
the feel of a home, like the brand, even.
Yeah, exactly.
And they also hit on something really important.
What's that?
It's not just about aesthetics, right?
It's got to be livable, right?
It's, can you actually live with this chair?
Right. Can you clean it?
Yeah, is it comfy enough to hang out after dinner?
Yeah, is it going to last?
That's key.
Exactly.
The guide is actually really well structured, too.
It is.
So the author breaks down like 10 popular styles of modern German dining chairs.
I love how they categorize it by material and form.
Yeah, and you get the design notes, a little bit of history.
Where you'd see it.
Words used, yeah. Price range.
And a sense of how long they've been around.
Right, yeah.
Super helpful.
So should we just dive in?
Yeah, let's start with the fabric upholstered chair.
Okay.
Tell me about that.
So, okay, picture like linen, soft microfiber.
Cozy.
Yeah, or like a durable polyester blend.
Yeah, those comfy fabrics.
They usually have those like cushion seats, sometimes with cool stitching.
Oh, yeah.
And the frames, you often see black powder-coated steel or like natural wood.
It's like instant warmth.
Yes, you get that relaxed, like family-friendly feeling.
Yeah, totally.
And what's so interesting is like the history of this chair.
I was reading about that, yes.
So the guide talks about how similar styles were in those fancy salons back in the 1800s.
Which makes sense, right?
Right.
I mean, comfort was key.
Total luxury.
But it was after World War II in Germany that they really became a staple.
Everyday life.
Exactly, like the heart of family dinners.
Yeah.
It's interesting how styles change, but that core need, that warmth, that welcoming feeling,
Yeah, all
family,
the time.
it's a constant.
Yeah.
It drives design, even today.
So where do they fit in today?
Good question.
The guide was saying perfect for Scandinavian style.
Well, yeah.
Cozy dining rooms.
Makes sense.
Restaurants that want that, like laid back but still kind of stylish vibe.
I could see it.
Price-wise, you're looking at 70 to 180 euros. The concept's been around since the early 20th century, but the modern versions, those really kicked in after the 50s.
Got it.
So if you're listening and you're all about that welcoming, comfy feeling, this style, it's definitely one to consider.
Whether for your store or your own home.
All right.
Right.
Mm.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What about PU leather chairs?
Ooh, those are way sleeker.
Yeah, very different vibe.
They've got that smooth, like neutral faux leather, and the padding is like high-density foam,
Yeah.
comfy but like structured,
Right.
and the legs are like usually metal, chrome, or matte finish, sometimes even a sled base or cantilever.
Very clean.
Yeah, very polished, minimal professional even.
Definitely. And, the guide brings up Bauhaus here,
Interesting.
which is all about form following function.
Right, right.
So, like, the design should be driven by how you use it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it leads to these clean, functional designs.
So it's not so much that cozy family meal vibe. It's more for like, a business dinner or an urban loft.
Yeah.
Or even a smaller modern home where you want that streamlined look.
Absolutely.
Price-wise, a little lower, 60 to 150 euros.
Okay.
Been used in homes since the 70s, but they got really popular in the 90s.
Became mainstream.
Big time, yeah.
So, for our listeners, are you all about easy care and a clean aesthetic?
Yeah, low maintenance.
Then PU leather might be your winner.
For sure. Now, how about
The plastic molded chair.
Yeah, that's like a total shift in material.
And style.
Totally, right. So think of like a single shell, maybe bright color, made of polypropylene.
Okay.
And sometimes they have like little padded insert.
For a little extra comfort.
Exactly. And the legs, you often see wood dowels, or sometimes those Eiffel-style wire bases.
Oh, yeah.
Or even just simple metal sled frames.
Yeah.
It just feels light and versatile.
Super functional.
Totally. And the design philosophy is really cool.
Oh, tell me about it.
So the guide mentions eames.
Oh, the eames.
Right. They're those iconic American designers.
Known for their simplicity.
Right. Practicality, like you could mass produce their stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, their influence is everywhere.
And these chairs, they really took off in Germany in the 60s.
Interesting.
You would see them in schools, cafeterias, creative studios.
Places where you need them to last.
And be easy to clean.
Yeah, durable.
So the guide suggests they're great for, like, younger spaces. Makes sense. Casual restaurants, maybe rental apartments.
Yeah.
They got to be durable but budget friendly, right?
Right.
And they are 40 to 100 euros.
Not bad.
They've been in commercial places since the 50s,
I bet.
but they didn't really get into homes until the 70s.
Interesting.
So if you're dealing with high traffic areas or just need to keep costs down,
Yeah.
but you want that modern look,
Mm-hmm.
plastic molded chairs, they could be the answer.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, let's go to something totally different.
Okay, what's next?
The velvet chair.
Ooh, luxurious.
Okay, so picture smooth velvet.
Gorgeous.
Maybe rich colors.
It's like jewel tones.
Yeah, and you often see those fancy details like diamond stitching.
Oh, I love
Or those vertical channels.
So elegant.
And they're often paired with these curved backs
Mhm.
and sleek metal legs, like gold or black.
Wow.
Sometimes they even have those arms that kind of wrap around you.
So chic.
The vibe is totally elegant, soft, and a little dramatic, you know?
For sure.
And the historical inspiration is fascinating.
Tell me.
It comes from Art Deco in the 1920s.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Right, that glamour.
Yeah, sophisticated.
But then they came back big time in the 2010s.
Oh, yeah, with that new retro trend.
Exactly.
Bringing back the vintage.
Yeah, people love that vintage-inspired look.
Yeah.
So where do these chairs belong?
Good question.
Trendy city apartments, for sure.
I can see it.
Or those stylish little dining nooks.
Yeah.
And you see them in those, like, boutique cafes, wine bars.
Trying to create that special atmosphere.
Yeah, that glamorous vibe.
Right.
They are on the pricier side, though, 90 to 220 euros.
That makes sense. The materials.
Yeah, and that whole aesthetic. So if
Right.
you want to add a touch of luxury,
Yeah.
that retro charm,
Mm.
velvet could be it.
Yeah, a real statement piece.
Definitely. Now, this next one, it's always interesting to look at
Yeah, which one?
the cantilever chair.
Oh, yeah, with that unique structure.
Exactly. So the guide points out right away, no back legs.
They look like they're floating.
Totally. It's all about that tubular steel frame for support.
It's a classic.
Yeah, and you usually see them in faux leather or mesh, that breathable fabric.
Mhm.
And some have armrests, especially for offices.
Yeah, conference rooms.
The whole vibe is Bauhaus again, clean lines, function.
Very professional.
Yeah, and the history's interesting.
Oh, tell me about it.
So this Dutch architect, Mart Stam, he gets credit for the initial idea.
Okay.
But then Mies van der Rohe, the German design icon,
Yeah.
he really perfected it in the 1920s.
Makes sense. He's such a legend.
And the guide actually says, proudly German.
I love that.
So clearly connected to German design.
For sure.
So you see them in offices a lot, minimalist homes, executive dining rooms.
It's that clean, functional look again.
Exactly. And they're pricey, 100 to 250 euros.
Yeah, the design and materials.
Yeah, so think about it. A chair that seems to defy gravity.
I love that visual.
And that connection to, like, influential design.
Yeah, real design history there.
Okay, ready for something warmer?
Yeah, hit me.
Wood and rattan.
Oh, yeah, those are so nice.
They're so inviting.
And tactile.
Yeah, so the guide talks about a solid wood frame with that hand-woven cane or a cretonne back.
Beautiful.
And you usually see natural finishes.
Shows off the material.
Totally. And the rattan is breathable.
Yeah, it's like earthy, soft.
It's like slow living, you know.
Totally like unplugging.
And the history takes us back to the early 1900s.
Oh, wow.
Countryside inns, Bavarian home.
Heritage, craftsmanship.
Exactly, but then they got popular again recently.
Makes sense. With the Nordic and boho trends.
Yeah, all about natural texture.
Bringing back the old ways.
So they'd be perfect for, like, vintage-inspired cafes.
I see it.
Or countryside Airbnbs.
Going for that rustic charm.
Exactly. Or homes with that relaxed boho feel.
Yeah.
And the price reflects the materials and the craftsmanship.
Yeah, hand-waving.
120 to 250 euro.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if you want to add that natural texture,
History.
definitely explore this style.
I will.
All right, now a classic.
What's that?
The all-wood chair.
Timeless.
The guide mentions woods like ash, oak, beech.
Beautiful woods.
And they sometimes have a thin seat pad.
Just for a touch of comfort?
Yeah, and the design is all about rounded edges.
Smooth curve.
Yeah, and often that ergonomic back.
Like minimal, but so well thought out.
Refined.
Yes.
And historically, this is all about Nordic craftsmanship.
Oh, for sure.
Simplicity, function, that natural beauty of the wood.
Yeah, less is more.
And German makers have adopted this style, especially in the 2000s.
Interesting.
But they focus on, like, precision manufacturing.
Right. German engineering.
So you get that Scandinavian soul with German precision.
What a combo.
Yeah, so these chairs fit in minimalist spaces, design-focused restaurants, places that are like conscious consumer
sustainability.
quality. Yeah, the price is usually 90 to 180 euros.
Okay.
So if you love simplicity, good craftsmanship, that natural warmth of wood, this is a strong choice.
I love it.
Okay, ready for something more fun?
Yeah. What have you got?
The bucket seat chair.
Oh, those are cool.
It's more playful, contemporary.
Yeah, more inviting somehow.
So picture that curved shell,
Mm-hmm.
and often the armrests are like they're hugging you.
Oh, yeah, that enclosed feeling.
The base can be molded plastic or plywood,
Okay.
usually paired with simple fabric or PU leather.
Yeah.
And you might see wood or metal legs.
I've seen both.
It's comfy but still cool, you know?
Yeah, contemporary.
And the inspiration is really interesting.
What is it?
It comes from those, like, car seats and lounge chairs from the 60s.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right, that retro but still modern vibe.
Yeah, works.
And they got really popular for dining around 2010.
Oh, so it's a recent trend.
Yeah, which makes sense. Like, dining's more relaxed now.
It's more casual.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the guide says they're great for startup offices,
Oh, yeah,
trendy diners,
for sure.
open concept living spaces
Makes sense.
where you want style and comfort.
Right, you gotta have both.
Yeah, the price is usually 70 to 160 euros.
Okay.
So if you want ergonomic support,
Yeah.
but a contemporary look, the bucket seat is a good option.
It is.
Now, onto something with a real edge,
Oh, what's that?
the industrial chair.
I love those.
They're so strong, you know?
They make a statement.
So picture exposed steel frames.
Raw.
Yeah, you can see how they're built. And the seats are usually reclaimed wood
Oh, cool.
or PU leather.
Durable.
And they're often stackable, very functional, but with that raw look.
Almost utilitarian.
The vibe is like masculine, robust, and it feels timeless, you know?
They're not going out of style.
And the history is pure German factory.
Oh, wow.
Mid-century, those tough, practical designs.
Built to last.
And then designers in the early 2000s, they realized,
They saw the potential.
yeah, the aesthetic appeal of these factory pieces.
All right.
And they started bringing them into homes and businesses.
Bringing that industrial history to life.
Exactly.
What is that?
So the guide suggests they'd be great in Berlin-style lofts,
Oh, yeah.
gastropubs with craft beer, brewery dining areas.
That's that urban, rugged look.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The price is 80 to 140 euros.
Okay.
So if you like durable materials, that industrial history,
Yeah,
this could be the one.
definitely.
All right, last but not least,
Not left.
the shell chair with metal legs.
Oh, yeah, those are everywhere.
So practical, and they don't take up much space.
Perfect for small spaces.
So imagine a thin seat shell, ergonomic, clean lines, and they're usually stackable.
So convenient.
Yeah, perfect for flexible spaces.
And the metal legs, they can be so slender.
Yeah, or you see those sled bases.
Very modern.
Practical and contemporary.
Yeah, simple but stylish.
And the history is interesting.
Tell me.
They've been in German public buildings since the 70s.
Oh, wow.
Schools, offices, big halls.
Places where you need a lot of chairs.
And they need to be durable.
Yeah, easy to clean.
Stackable, right.
Right.
And lately, they've been adapted for smaller homes.
That makes sense. They're so practical.
And the guide suggests they're perfect for, like, contract dining
Oh, yeah.
or those online furniture packages.
Where space is an issue.
And for people on a budget but who want a modern look.
Yeah, they tick a lot of boxes.
And they're affordable, 40 to 90 euros.
Not bad at all.
So if you need something space-saving, cost-effective...
But still modern.
Yeah, this is a solid option.
Definitely.
It's amazing how many different styles there are.
And all with their own stories and uses.
Like the author said, each chair tells a story.
Some whisper of cozy Sundays.
Brunches, long conversations.
And others, they're for those Friday night dinners.
Yeah, the lively ones.
With friends and laughter.
Exactly.
And I think for our listener, especially if you're in the business.
Yeah, buying, selling furniture.
It's about understanding those stories.
Yeah.
Right. Anticipating them even.
Imagining the life of the customer.
Yeah, before they even sit down.
That's the key.
Yeah.
And the author really wanted this guide to help people imagine their collections.
Have that clear vision.
And they've even offered to send samples.
Wow, that's generous.
And help you match chairs to online listings.
Amazing on Amazon OTTO.
If you're interested, you can reach out to Sunbin Qi.
Okay.
They're the CEO of ASKT.
ASKT, got it.
You can email them, sales@sinoaskt.com.
Okay.
Or WhatsApp, +86 1891 260 5997.
And their website.
www.askfurniture.net.
I'll have to check that out.
So remember what the author said, right?
About clarity.
Yeah, imagine your collections clearly.
What story are you telling?
Exactly. What kind of life are you creating with these chairs?
Good question.
And here's a final thought.
Okay.
What subtle design elements, what materials are best at telling that story of a chair?
Connecting with the customer.
Yeah, the ideal customer.
It's about that connection between objects and the lives we want.
The lives we want to live.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for listening.